Hi, I'm Terrinique Pennerman, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Kurlee Belle and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Terrinique Show. I'm gonna save you the whole spiel. I mean, listen, I say that I am so happy to have you. I always say that, but I am truly happy to have you here. And I really enjoy this. I really enjoy sharing the information to help you have better hair days or good hair days and healthy hair. I really enjoy this, and I am truly, when I say that, I'm not just saying that, I am truly happy that you're tuning in, that you continue to, watch the Terrinique Show and learn more about your hair, and I hope that I'm helping you on your hair journey. Anyways, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Apple and Spotify podcasts, everywhere, the Terrinique Show. On this episode, we're going to talk about 4 steps to perfectly laid edges. So yes, edges can be, a pain, a thorn in our side when it comes to them laying down, especially during times like months when it's very humid and very hot outside and we're sweating and we want to wear a nice ponytail or we want to wear our hair up, in a high puff, and we need those edges laid down. So I'm just going to share with you 4 steps that have worked for me and that I hope that will work for you, and they will work for you if you follow them. And they'll make your edge journey, a bit more, a bit more predictable. Because you want to be able to predict that, hey, I laid my edges, I used the edge gel, I tied my hair down, and my edges are gonna stay all day. So here are 4 steps to help you. Number 1, you want to make sure that your edges are clean. So, if you have like product buildup on your edges, that can interact with your edge gel that you're wearing, and that can cause frizz, and then your hair will not lay down properly. So what I like to do sometimes in the shower, if I see that I have product buildup, is I would put my shower cap on, but I would just leave the section of maybe 3 inches of my edges out. So when I'm in the shower, I can just rinse out any product that may be on my edges so that my edges are clean. So you either want to make sure your edges are clean, or you want to make sure that your edges are damp. So they need to be wet before you apply your edge control gel. After you've done that and the hair is clean, you can put a little bit of oil if you want to, just a little bit. You don't want to oversaturate the hair with oil. So you would put a little bit of oil on your damp hair, but make sure it's clean. Number 2 is you want to then apply your edge control gel. I will give you a pro tip as to whether an edge control gel would flake or not. Is what I do is I'll put it on and this is what I've done when we were testing actually our Miracle Scalp and Edge Control Gel. Put a bit of it on top of my hand, let it dry, and when it dries, I just play with it, kind of scrape it up. And if there's a lot of white clumpy balls, then that means that it will flake. So you can do that as a test to see if your edge gel will flake, but if it doesn't do that, then chances are it won't flake. Another reason why edge control gel flakes is because of what I mentioned earlier, product buildup. If you have a lot of product on your hair already, on your scalp, let's say conditioners, curl creams, whatever is on your edges, when you mix those with your edge gel, then your hair you would see flaking. So just make sure your edges are clean by just, running some water over your edges, or taking your nice microfiber towel, damping it, and just rubbing it very gently over your edges just to make sure they're clean before applying the edge gel. So number 2, you applied your edge gel. Number 3, when you're applying your edge gel, you want to brush down the hair lightly. I like to use my fingertips. If not, I will use an edge control brush. But be gentle with your edges because you don't want to be pulling out your hair. You don't want to cause traction alopecia, especially if you're a person that has to do your edges every single day. That is a lot of manipulation to the hair, to the edges, which are, very fragile. So you want to either use your fingertips to smooth it down or a edge control brush that is a light bristle brush and just smooth it. When using your edge control, you don't want to use a whole lot. So you take like a little bit. I think you guys have seen the meme where it's this little girl and she's like, when your edges don't like stay down, and she has like all this gel like caked up across her forehead. You do not want to do that. Rule of thumb, don't do that. If the edge gel says use a dime size, use a dime size. You don't want to be using a quarter size. You want to use a dime size, and you want to evenly spread it across your edges, right? The hairline. So after you've done that, you want to lightly brush it into the hair. So smooth it. And you can, get in your close-up mirror. If you have like one of those mirrors, like where you do your makeup, that's a great place to do your edges as well. So you're smoothing down the hair. You look in the mirror and you see, I like to put my head at an angle so I can see like there's any area of the hair that is not smoothed down, so I can go over, use a little bit more of the edge gel and go over it. Once my entire hairline is smoothed down, that's when you put your scarf on. You want to have a silk or a satin scarf, not a cotton scarf, silk or satin, and you would tie it on the hairline. The key to this working is you need to ensure that all of the hair is smooth. Make sure that there's no little curl sticking up on one side of the hair. Once all of the hair is smooth, then you take your scarf and you tie it down. And you want to be quick about this. I like to be quick and fast. Okay, I see everything is smooth down and I tie it down. You tie down the hair and you leave that on for about 20 minutes. I like to do it, right before I start to get dressed. So I would do that, and then I would, tie my hair down, do my edges, take a shower, put on my makeup, get dressed. The longer the better. So you want to start this process. If you're doing it in the morning, you want this to be the first thing you do before you jump in the shower and get dressed, because this gives the hair enough time to set in place. So after you are already dressed, it's about 20, 30 minutes, whatever, an hour, then you can take off your headscarf. If you're like me and you live in a hot, humid place like Florida, sometimes, guys, I will tell you, I will wait until I get in the car to take off my scarf, because parking garages, they just trap the heat, and it's like you walk in there and the heat immediately hits you, and the first thing I think about is my hair. I'm not even thinking about sweating, I'm thinking about my hair. Is my hair gonna frizz? So you can wear your scarf to the car. Listen, under normal circumstances, I will not advise you to wear a bonnet or a scarf outside, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And then when you get in your car and you roll the windows down, the air is cool and everything is cool, the conditions are cool, then you can take your scarf off. If that makes sense to you. That is a pro tip. That's a tip that, people don't talk about, but you're getting all the good knowledge here on the Terrinique Show, because because you're tuned in. So I hope that was helpful to you. So 4 steps to perfectly laid edges. Number 1, make sure the edges are clean, lightly damp it with water so you can get rid of any product buildup, any residue, because that will interact with your edge control gel. Number 2, apply your edge control gel. Don't apply a lot, a dime size to the sections of your hairline. You don't need a lot. Remember the girl with the little girl with all that gel on her forehead. You don't want to be looking like that. Use a little bit. Number 3, brush down your edges with your fingertips or an edge control, brush. Make sure that all of the hair is brushed down very smoothly. And number 4, before you tie your hair down, you want to ensure that the entire hairline, the entire hairline is completely smooth. Look in the mirror, look in your, makeup mirror. What do they call the vanity? I don't even know what mirror it is. Look in that mirror, and look at the close-up. Is this a little piece of hair right here sticking out? Take a little bit of gel, put it on, smooth it out. The key to this is quickness. So once the entire hair line is smooth, take your scarf, your satin or silk scarf, and tie it down tight. Then get dressed, minimum 20 minutes. And if you live in a hot and humid place like I do, you want to keep your scarf on until you get in the car and the environment is cool. If you know that you're going to be going out into a hot environment, then keep your scarf on until you get in the car and you turn your AC on and the environment is cool, and then take your scarf off to reduce frizz. I hope that this was helpful to you. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show on all social media platforms. Have a great day.